There is nothing easier or better or more scalable than attraction-based marketing because of the fact that people are reaching out to you, especially in the real estate world or any kind of industry where you're showing up on social media a lot. And I think a lot of agents in the industry are kind of missing the mark. You can have something go viral and have 1 million views, but if they're not getting a lot of engagement on it, then really it was just like something interesting or viral worthy that really wasn't giving them the results that they needed. People are finding you while you are sleeping, working, doing whatever you like doing. So there's really not a better way to grow your business than with that kind of content. So if you feel burnt out, you feel like you're spinning your wheels, you feel like you need another piece of the puzzle to grow your business, I would highly, highly, highly suggest attraction-based marketing for real estate agents. What is it? Who knows about it? Who doesn't? I'm going to talk about how you can use it in your business to grow to 6 figures or more. But first, I'm a real estate agent here in Colorado Springs, your referral partner, and I teach other agents how to make 6 figures in their business. If you have any questions or would like to reach out to me, my contact information and free resources are linked below. Let's get into it. Attraction-based marketing. Yay. So attraction-based marketing is a big thing, and especially in the real estate world or any kind of industry where you're showing up on social media a lot. And I think a lot of agents in the industry are kind of missing the mark. Easiest way for me to explain attraction-based marketing is that instead of chasing leads or chasing clients, you're attracting them. So with that, you're showing up as yourself, you're putting out content that aligns with who you are, what you do, how you work, how you help your clients, and then based off of that information that you're putting out, people are getting attracted to you and they're reaching out to you as opposed to you reaching out to them, you finding them at open houses, you finding them through cold calling or anything else where you are having to reach out to them. So the reason I think that once people do get this concept down, why it's so effective is that there is nothing easier or better or more scalable than attraction-based marketing because of the fact that people are reaching out to you. So when I first started posting on Instagram or Facebook, I really had no idea what I was doing and I was just kind of winging it. And I was putting out the just listed, just sold, oh, I'm having an open house, I'm showing a house today, like this is what I'm doing. And I wasn't really giving the viewers or social media, whoever was following me, any insight into how I work, what I do, what I believe in, things about me personally, how I handle conflict, any of those things. So if you don't have your brand dialed in and if you don't have your ideal client dialed in, it's not going to work. So an ideal client is, who do you want to work with? And I have coaching clients that I go through an exercise with and I say, who is your ideal client? What do they do? Where do they live? Where do they shop? Like, tell me specifics about this person. And usually they'll recall like a client they had in the past that they enjoyed working with, or maybe a lead that they've not been able to convert or they've talked to. And then I tell them, like, you need to speak to that person. So say, for example, my ideal client is someone that is a relocation client and they are moving to Colorado Springs. I'm not going to be putting out selling content, buying content, or 5 pros and cons of having an inspection done on your home. That doesn't resonate with my ideal client. My ideal client is moving to a new area, doesn't have any idea of where to start. They don't know the areas. They don't know what it looks like. They don't know where they can send their kids to school. They don't know where to go out to eat. They want more information about that. So I'm going to be putting out that content. And mixing that with your personal brand of who you are as an agent looks like actually showing the things that you are doing. So if you like to eat tacos and pastries like I do, I'm going to be showing tacos and pastries on my Instagram. I'm not going to be going to an upscale steakhouse every week in my super fancy clothes. Like, I'm going to be in leggings. I'm going to be in a sweater. I'm going to be with my kids. It's going to be messy. It's going to be loud. Like, that is my life. That is how I work. Well, it's not how I work because I don't work messy, but it shows you who I am as a person. And, I take people through my life on my Instagram and my Facebook. Like, they know how many kids I have. They know what they're into. They know what I'm into, like my sports, my hobbies. They know that when I'm on vacation, I'm still working. I'm still helping my clients. They know that I work hard for my clients. They know that I respond to them quickly. And that just kind of gives them the chance to build trust with me, where when people reach out to me on social media, my conversion ratio is so much higher, probably 50 to 70%, as opposed to me doing an open house, me cold calling, me posting a random ad on Facebook, because that person has followed me for a long time and they've gotten the chance to kind of get to know me, get to know my life, get to know what I'm an expert in, and now they're following me and they've built that trust. So when they're reaching out, there is not a doubt in their mind that they are using me to buy their next house. And I know I touched on social media as a blanket statement. I do think that Instagram and Facebook, while they are both similar, they are not the same. On Instagram, people are looking more for solutions. They're looking more for an experience. What is your brand? What do you do? Where on Facebook, it's more community oriented. So there's a lot more opportunities in Facebook groups. A lot of the things on Facebook that I'm posting are completely different from what I'm posting on Instagram. So on Facebook, I am talking mostly to my past clients, my repeats, my referrals, my sphere of influence. Where on Instagram, I'm really trying to attract new leads and people that maybe don't know me yet. And the two don't work the same. So if you're posting the same thing on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, stop doing that. They are different formats, they are different algorithms, and not everything works on the same platform. So if you're starting from scratch and you have no idea what you're doing, just pick one and get really good at it. Look at other people's pages, look at other people's videos, see what's working for them. And don't just look at their views. Look at their views, look at their engagement. Are people commenting? How many times has it been shared? Are people saving the posts? You can have something go viral and have 1 million views, but if they're not getting a lot of engagement on it, then really it was just like something interesting or viral worthy that really wasn't giving them the results that they needed. So I would rather have a post on Instagram have 500 views and have 10 saves, 5 shares, and 3 comments, and maybe 1 or 2 DMs, than have a viral reel that has, and I've had one that had over 1 million views, and I had a lot of shares, but I didn't have any engagement. I didn't have any direct messages because it went viral for the wrong reason. It was about me. It was about my husband putting my kids to bed, and the kids like screaming, and him like, it was like supposed to be something funny about like parenting. And my ideal client, while they might be parents, they are not looking for funny parenting content. They are looking for content that helps them make the move to Colorado Springs. So a lot of people, like I said, like it got a lot of views, but I didn't get the results out of it that I wanted. And that's because I didn't know who I was talking to and what I was doing necessarily. I was just kind of trying a lot of things. So really figure out who you're talking to and get specific. If you are, for example, targeting or trying to attract first-time home buyers, you're going to be speaking to their problems and helping them find solutions to them. And I think the key to this, something that a lot of agents miss, is that they are solving problems that someone could easily Google. And that's not what you want to be doing. So don't use templates, don't use content from someone else. Like, make your own content and solve a specific problem. And then a lot of my coaching clients will come to me and say, well, I don't know what kind of content to put out. And then I'll ask them, like, you've worked with first-time home buyers before? Yes, I have. So what problems that they have? What did you help them with? What obstacles did they face? What is the first thing that they asked you? And from that, if you dig a little bit deeper, you can find content. Like a lot of first-time home buyers, they don't even know where to start. So what is the first thing that they should do? Tell a story on how you can help them and solve their problems, and that is how you're going to have people reach out to you. And the last thing is YouTube. Now, YouTube works entirely different from Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram kind of have like an overall theme, but YouTube in itself is completely different. And we do have a YouTube channel as well for not just for coaching real estate agents, but we have one for people moving to Colorado Springs. And I don't want to get into it a ton, but to give you a brief overview, you're also putting out content that is then attracting clients to you, but you're doing it in a different format. So a lot of real estate agents do like moving to an area kind of content. And with that, the first thing I would say is your area a town or a state or a city, whatever, that a lot of people are moving to, or are they moving away from it? You don't want to do this huge channel and put all this content for a town in Texas that no one's ever heard of and nobody's moving to, because you're going to be putting out that content for nothing. Like, it's not going to do anything for you. We live in Colorado Springs. We have 5 military bases here. We have prior military that used to be stationed here that is looking at moving back here. We have family members, like we have the mountains. There's so much going on here in Colorado Springs. We've been voted, #1 place to live several times. Like, there's a lot of in and out going on here. So for us, moving and living in Colorado Springs was a good channel idea. But that might not be the case for you. You might live in a city that's tiny and no one really knows about it, and only, everybody knows each other. It's mostly locals. And for that, you might want to just put a channel together that's about information in the real estate market, giving tips on like new developments that are coming up. Every day, maybe Googling and looking like new businesses coming to the town, new expansion plans, like become an expert in your market to where people locally that are just living their lives and don't really have a lot of information about the real estate market can come to you or come to your channel and consume your content and learn more about the area that they live in. So there's tons more ideas and channels that other people have done. And really, you are not reinventing the wheel. You can, Google Phoenix, Google, I don't know, some city in Florida. Just find another channel that you think aligns with your city or kind of who you are as a brand, and do something similar, or scratch it and come up with something brand new that no one is doing. I mean, that's okay too, but just a lot of people don't have like the bandwidth to do that, especially if they're a real estate agent and running a full-time business. But all of those methods and platforms are ways to like explode your business in a way that nothing else can, because no matter how you look at it, when you are sleeping, when you are at your kids' baseball practice, when you are on vacation, people can find your content and they can build trust with you. Like, once you post the content, that's it. It's there forever, especially on YouTube, where it's also goes into like SEO stuff and people can find it for a longer time. Not so much social media, but the fact of the matter is that people are finding you while you are sleeping, working, doing whatever you like doing. So there's really not a better way to grow your business than with that kind of content. So if you feel burnt out, you feel like you're spinning your wheels, you feel like you need another piece of the puzzle to grow your business, I would highly, highly, highly suggest adding social media, starting with one piece, dialing it in, and really figuring out how it's going to work for you, moving on from there. And if you don't have any good results with that, then you're doing something wrong. It will work for almost anyone. It's just a matter of finding the right message to put out and speaking to your ideal client. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, need to brainstorm anything, I'm here to help, and I'd love for you to reach out.